your best shot. Motherfucker.
So Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, is a 1989 slasher movie that tells of how Jason Voorhees, who's back from the dead, kills the occupants of a boat, becomes a stowaway, and attempts to kill off a graduating class of high school seniors while taking a trip to New York. So, why should you watch this movie? Reason number 1, Jason Voorhees. So the movie starts off with a horny couple attempting to do the things that couples do, but they are disturbed by one of the cables holding down the drowned body of Jason. That cable is accidentally severed and the electrical currents resurrect a dead Jason, who makes quick work of the horny couple. But being in the middle of nowhere, Jason stays on the boat until it becomes occupied by Dr. Charles McCulloch, who's taking his graduating class on a field trip to New York. And once they're on board, Jason proceeds to kill them off until they're all dead. Reason number 2, Dr. McCulloch.
Jason Voorhees.
You're insane. Jason Voorhees has been dead for years.
So Dr. McCulloch, attempting to take his graduating seniors on a field trip to New York, gets stuck with his niece Rennie. Now, believing that her aquaphobia should prevent her from coming on board, he allowed her to tag along. His trip becomes an absolute nightmare.
Take it easy, Charles. She's all right.
Oh, I can see that. You've done a wonderful job of supervising the kids. What the hell happened here?
I mean, he is constantly disrespected by his students.
Watch your mouth, young man, and you'll do no such thing. I'm in charge here.
Blackmail to give one of them a high grade when he's tricked into an uncompromising position.
Very kinky.
Give me that tape. Give it to me.
Come and get it.
And on top of all that, several students start to turn up dead. But when dead bodies start to turn up, Dr. McCulloch, who is well aware that Jason Voorhees is dead, refuses to believe that Voorhees is behind all of the killings. But it isn't until he comes face to face with the monster himself he finally believes. But even that leaves him skeptical of what he sees.
It's not possible.
Reason number 3, Rennie. So Renee Michelle Wickman, also known as Rennie, lost both of her parents at an early age and is on the legal guardianship of her uncle, Dr. Charles McCulloch. She is believed to be aquaphobic when she nearly drowned at age 12 trying to learn to swim.
I can't! Yes, you can, and you will. Come on, Rennie, swim!
So when she tags along with her uncle, she's only there to meet up with her boyfriend, Sean. But while aboard the SS Lazarus, she and the rest of the crew face off against Crystal Lake's favorite son, Jason Voorhees, a mass serial killer believed to have been drowned as a boy, killed a bunch of people, and was eventually killed himself. But the resurrected Jason attempts to hunt Renee and her friends, and though he kills half of them, Renee and the rest are able to get off the boat and swim to shore, landing them in New York City. Reason number 4, the Big Apple.
You don't understand. There is a maniac trying to kill us. Welcome to New York.
Now, when the surviving members of the SS Lazarus escape to New York, Jason Voorhees follow them. And being the type of killer who hates to leave unfinished work, he chases them through the big city, attempting to kill them all. But the bright lights and the lure of the Big Apple is an obvious distraction for Jason. So while trying to kill Rennie and her friends, Jason takes in the sights while killing off some New Yorkers along the way. But make no mistake about it, Jason doesn't rest until he manages to kill them all. Reason number 5, the chase. So this movie was butchered so badly by the MPAA that many of the kills are edited down to nothing. But the heart of this movie really picks up once they get to New York, and that's pretty much what you came to see. So Jason is chasing them through back alleys, killing crackheads, chasing them through restaurants, and even chasing them through a subway. But the final act involves Jason chasing Rennie and her boyfriend through a sewer. I mean, it's a scene that just gets weird. But to be fair, these films are better when things get weird. So in the end, Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, is not a great movie. But this doesn't stop the movie from having its moments. Jason in unfamiliar territory, like being in New York, adds a fish out of water concept that this franchise definitely needed at the time. And this movie is carried on the back of its final act. And to show how weird this movie gets, Jason gets to kill Satan and even kills Jason. Don't worry, let me explain. He kills a character named Miles Wolf. Miles is played by Gordon Curry, who is most famous for playing the Antichrist Nikolai Carpathia in the Left Behind film starring Kirk Cameron.
That was your right hand.
Don't flatter yourself. You'd be surprised who my right hand really is.
Now, as for Jason killing Jason, he throws a restaurant worker through a bunch of glass. I mean, that guy is played by none other than Ken Kirzinger, who played Jason Voorhees in the 2003 face-off movie Freddy vs. Jason. So yeah, this movie goes there, but I only recommend it because at this point, you might as well finish the franchise. And until next time, when CEDtalks horror.
You're all gonna die.